Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the heavy hitters live is in your city where we hit them hard. Where we hit where we hit you hard with the facts, stats, and truth. I'm your
Boom.
host. I'm your host, K Styles, aka the Sixth Man. We also have the Senator, Mad Mike Sports.
What's happening? What's up? All you haters.
And at the same time, we have one of the OGs. The Don is in the building.
I want me a blizzard from Dairy Queen right now.
Which one? Which one you got that you want?
Man, you only can get two of those things, man. Look, the only two flavors I know is the Heath Bar or the Butterfinger.
Okay. You said just the simple flavor, not the complicated ass ones they got up there.
Hell no, you gotta keep it original. Like the Oreo blizzard is good. I know that's like the real. But
Yeah, my nephew
I'm
get
not a
that one.
I'm not a fan of cold Oreos. I'm just not a fan of like frozen Oreos. I don't even like cookies and cream ice cream.
I usually go with the pretty much the regular. It depends. It depends. I'll probably go with the strawberry shortcake, or I may go with the M&Ms.
Okay, yeah, M&M's. That's a
Whoa.
What's up?
Oh, never mind. I thought I was about to say. I thought I was saying something. I thought I was saying something that I didn't say.
Lord have mercy.
Jocks Smith.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how the hell you may say his name, but outside linebacker coach for the Falcons. He's headed to Texas Tech to be the outside linebackers coach for that school. So he's
Okay.
moving from NFL to Texas Tech to be a part of obviously the recruiting, and to be an assistant edge coach. So yeah,
Okay.
congratulations, Jacques. I hope that I'm saying the name wrong, but however you hear you say it. But he's the outside linebacker and recruiting coach out there at Texas Tech.
Okay. That's what's up.
Man,
Like
he
you
needs to go
said,
and
man.
call Chuck Smith. At this
not
point,
the
you might as well go and call Chuck Smith and tell him come on in the facility, bro.
Mm-hmm.
not check it. Yeah, but hey, man, we give a shout out to the people that's in here already. Like you said, Terry Lloyd, Pat Norris, Xavier Littman. We got BP in the building. We got Madam Howell, aka Sonia, Emerald Knight, JB2, Ski. All right, man. Let's go ahead and get right in.
Shit, he probably done been on somebody's platform driving them damn crazy with his
Lord have mercy. I wouldn't be surprised there. And Lee always come in here and talk about what I missed. Motherfucker, we just started. Pay attention. That's my brother right there. So.
He probably been curled over that damn blunt he done rolled about. He done rolled about 3 or 4 of them. That's why he talking about what I missed, because he been rolling about 3-4 blunts.
So they say get here Wiz Khalifa on that. What you saying? Khalifa, Khalifa Kush on.
Yeah. Look, him and damn Sam. Look, they forced me to smoke. Okay.
So what? We get drunk. So what? We smoke weed. We just having fun.
Nah, you got to pay me to say something good about that motherfucker. It ain't gonna bribe me. You have to pay me out there.
Talk about, since I could find you. Motherfucker, well, then come find here, I'll come find you. How about that? Lord have mercy.
JB say I'm smoking one right now. That's good to hear right there. That's good to hear. I love that shit.
Hey, man. Man, so let's go ahead and get right into it, man. So y'all already see what the title of today's show is. We're going to be reviewing the introductory press conferences for the coordinators for the Atlanta Falcons for the upcoming 2026 season. So, as you already know, man, they're pretty much filling out the coaching roster. Like you said, got an opportunity to get a chance to know Tommy Rees. Mm-hmm. Of course, everybody know Brick and the special teams coach, in which name I can't pronounce. Don probably do that one better than I can. But
you talking about the assistant D-line coach?
No, I'm talking about special teams coach.
Oh.
Man, we ain't talking about we know you want to talk about him, but we talking about the press conference right now. Hey, Mike, you saw him trying to sneak that one in, right?
Yeah, he did.
You talking about the assistant defensive line coach? Hey, we'll get to that.
Anyway, I was saying, look, his name's called Ackman, but I'm gonna call him Aquaman.
Okay, Ackman. I ain't know how to say it. Lord,
it sound like that Aquaman shit.
Oh man, but as far as what have you seen, like I said, getting a chance to review it, man. So my question to y'all is, and for everybody watching is, what does that? How does that play into your optimism for the 2026 season after this as well?
Press conference. I'm gonna say like this here, and I'm talking to these real Falcons fans. Y'all ain't gotta. I think this season coming up, y'all ain't gotta spend that much money to the weed man on Saturday night. Because I think if you understand ball and you heard what Tommy Rees said in his press conference today, you should be at ease at this point. Like, everybody's looking at, when he called plays in Cleveland and then looked good. Like, bro, he just came from college to the NFL. Like, he had to put his, and then it didn't help when you had so many quarterbacks. Like, he haven't had an opportunity to game, because the game plan is gonna look. The game plan is a game plan, but sometimes on a Saturday evening, and the doctors tell you that this quarterback ain't gonna be able to suit up, you got to pivot, and you got to pivot real fucking quick in less than 12 hours. Sometimes to game plan for somebody that you didn't plan on playing the entire week when you created the game plan.
Yeah, because I think he was mentioning that because and I will say this press conference, I think finally we get a press conference where everybody was asking the right questions and ain't sitting over here asking questions as if they like scout little children. But I think he did kind of mention, because the question was the adjustment from college to the NFL as far as play calling. I think he did actually kind of hold himself accountable as far as trying to figure out, strengths and weaknesses of the quarterbacks that he had to deal with, and kind of have that adjustment period. Because he did hold himself accountable as far as, the struggles and stuff, and he put it on himself. And I think that was kind of a telling sign for us that, accountability. If I mess up, it's my fault.
But you see the potential's there in him. You know,
Right.
you can see that. And like I said, I went back and I watched tape that 2023 Alabama's offense. Miro looked. He didn't look great. I'm not going to sit up here and say he was the best quarterback Alabama had. Not saying that, but he did a great job at coaching to Miro's strengths.
Right.
They played in the playoffs. They were pretty much one bad snap away for beating Michigan and potentially going to the national championship game and eventually winning another championship before Saban retired.
Right.
But you go to the next season, Miro stayed at Bama. Here comes Frank DeBoer, the same guy that developed Michael Penix Jr. All right. Miro didn't look the same. He did not play well.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, my bad. I almost thought you said Frank the boy, because I was about to say I almost had a soccer flashback when you almost said Frank the boy, but never mind.
Yeah.
But
I probably did say Frank DeBoer. I
yeah,
probably
yeah.
said Kalen. Yeah, Kalen DeBoer. Y'all know what
Okay,
I'm talking
okay. Now, no, I know
Kalen
who you
DeBoer.
talk. I know who you talk
Yeah.
about, but when you said Frank the boy, I was thinking about that Dutch national team from the '98 World Cup. So I was like, yeah, there you go. But yeah, man. Essentially, hey, just learning from that, man. Hey, he said all the right things. He said everything you wanted to hear, and it was one particular word they used was accountability. You think he was kind of Mike? Do you think that they was throwing jabs at the previous regime? Do you think
They
Tommy
were.
Rees?
I thought it was a lot of it. I thought it was an incredible amount of jails being thrown because the wording was explicit, in my opinion.
Do tell.
I mean, for one, that stood out to me is, and y'all know how I look at the game through a quarterback lens, and him saying getting the audibles because the Falcons didn't use audibles all year until Mr. Kirk Cousins decided. Um, they decided. I mean, I want to say decide, but until he became quarterback, they didn't use audibles with Mike. They just said, Mike, go out there and throw exactly what we call. And then you're wondering why the offense doesn't look the same. Because they don't allow the quarterback to make the decisions. And then it was a number of things. Him saying, and I really like Tommy Rees. Obviously he's a quarterback, but the thing is he sounds like a quarterback. And that's the thing that I saw from him that I appreciated, because you would think that a quarterback would be able to understand an offense, but a quarterback in Zach Robinson doesn't understand an offense because he didn't have any, and that's probably due to the fact that he played at Texas Tech, Oklahoma. Not Texas Tech,
Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State. So they kind of run that spread offense. They don't really use a lot of play action like that anyway at the school. So I can understand it, but you would think that a quarterback would understand that, but obviously Zach didn't like to run a lot of play action, and it was just a number of things from Tommy Rees that stood out to me, and I was like, yeah, this is a direct shot, and that's why. There's another thing too, where Jeff Ulbrich said something about we're gonna I don't know if y'all caught this, but it kind of pissed me off over again. But he said that we're running, and this really pissed me off saying that. Like, that's the arrogance of these son of bitches, too. He said we created things in football that hasn't been done. I was like, bitch, when? We created things in the defense that haven't been done before. I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? Y'all didn't catch that?
I saw.
I thought
Nah,
Jeff
I caught
Ulbrich
that.
said that.
I caught that.
I'm like, what fucking thing that haven't been done before? What the fuck is you talking about?
Mm.
I
But
need to know because
but we go.
everything been done before.
Jerome said that's why Matt ran their asses out of here like the bad kids on stage on Lean on Me.
Man, let me tell you, man. Like again, Tommy Rees, like I said, he played under Brian Kelly at Notre Dame, I believe. And Brian Kelly, he ran the pro style offense, so that's what he knew. So if you look back, and I've watched the interview again, and then the second time it wasn't because I was just listening how he's talking at the podium. If you go back to when Matt Ryan was playing quarterback and he had his press conferences, there's very parallel lines to how they talk. Like we talk about how quarterbacks talk. You can tell Tommy Rees is a quarterback. He understands quarterbacks. And the direct shots, yeah. Because here's the thing: if you love the game of football, right? And I'm talking about as a player and a coach, you played it all your life. Like guys like Tommy Rees, Kevin Stefanski, these guys, they feel sad for these players because there's so much talent on this fucking team, and why the fuck the previous regime didn't get y'all to the fucking playoffs? And as far as Tommy Rees though, I'm pretty sure he feels some type of way about Zach Robinson. Like Michael Penix Jr. is a young quarterback. He has talent. And you pretty much wasted 2 years of this fucking kid's life. Yeah, I'm a fucking goddamn take some damn shots. It's a business. Y'all are ruining they were ruining kids' lives. They were ruining players' lives. Messing up their careers with this bullshit that they had here.
I mean, especially after you heard Zach, after what Zach Robinson, the word of Zach Robinson said that Bucky Urban is on par with Bijan Robinson
That
right now.
that's what I said, man. Like why these motherfuckers still got jobs? Like why? As a former coach, and yes, I ain't never coached NFL football. I ain't never coached college football. But at the same time, it's like coaching is coaching. You gonna feel some type of way when you hear a player
Yeah,
being sabotaged.
really, nigga, really, Mike.
He asked the question. Don asked the question. He asked the question. He said, "Why they got a job? How they still got a job? Right?
Slobbing on the knob. That's what we
Knob
saying.
on my knob, like going
On the
That's
cob.
how they got a
Check
job.
it with me. Then do your job. Lay on the bed. Hey, give me head. I ain't got the ass. I ain't got the bed. Juicy is my name. Sex is my. God damn it, man. Really? Nah. But because you already knew with Tommy Rees, the question was gonna come about Michael Penix and the idea of playing under center and stuff like that. I wanted to get y'all takes on that and how you feel like he handled that question. Because for me personally, I looked at it as, well, I'm gonna paraphrase what the intent was. It was more so of, like you said, he's kind of letting us know that I'm going to be working with him to accentuate what his quote unquote weaknesses are. And like Don said, it was kind of a shame that they allowed, the previous coaching staff to literally Michael Penix to take a hit on his football reputation over some stuff that they didn't want to teach. Is it warranted? Are we going to see the difference? We're going to find out.
It's how these coaches have been ruining these players' careers. The coaches have been ruining these guys' careers. Like you just never know if these guys. I mean, I know Don remember this. He say this out. David Carr, they ruined his career. coaches ruined his career. He had the talent, but they never put the right things around him. You just said, "All right, go be good." How many times we seen that?
I mean, your ass gets sacked 80 76 times your rookie year. Yeah, you gonna be a little gunshot to that.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. But I kind of feel like they kind of he kind of like Terry Lloyd said about covering all the bases and stuff, because it was really sort of like a shot towards DJ Williams as far as being able to coach a guy. Like what could have, I can't remember how it was actually said when he was talking about how good coaches situate players and challenge players' weaknesses to get them stronger. Bad coaching will allow him to fall on the sword of his weaknesses. And actually being able to interact with these guys and teach panics and stuff like that. And like Don said, what the hell was our coaches doing?
And on top of that, like we talk about accountability. Accountability goes on everybody, and like coaches and players too. We are a team. Why the fuck y'all allow a guy like Kirk Cousins to say, "Well, it ain't my job to help to keep the rookie along the way"? Motherfucker, yes, it is your job. Y'all are a team. We are together. We trying to win. We trying to win games. Either you on the field or you on the bench. If you got some knowledge that you can give him, give it to him.
Exactly.
But he a Christian man, right?
Right. But Xavier here said, I like when he said, it doesn't matter if you run shotgun, pistol, under center. You have to marry the run and pass and create the illusion that tests the defensive rules and covering and run fits. To keep it simple, stupid version of what he just said, mixing the shit up.
You can't keep doing the same things over and over again, trying to figure out what. Yeah, you can't trying to figure out what's what. Like, oh, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing? You doing the same thing over here.
They know you in pistol. Like, and again, you got to marry the run game, the pass game. But when they know you in pistol most of the time, they know you're going to try to run a trick play here and there. They know you're going to get a ball off the beach, you know, and they know you're going to try to throw it down the field. Like, it's simple.
Yeah, you gotta mix a lot of stuff up. And unfortunately, that was the stubbornness that we saw for the last couple of years. It is the stubbornness to stick to something and not marrying other ideologies to help the team get better. Jerome said Kirk knew if he helped Pennis that his job was good as cooked. Yeah. I mean, when you got a first round pick quarterback, 9 times out of 10, your job is going to be cooked anyway.
See, this is the reason why I tell people I'm not for one, I don't like using the word Christian. I'm a person that loves God, and if you love God, you're gonna end up doing the right thing. Period. I like putting a label on respect and love. Just it ruins it for me, because now you got little pieces of shit like Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is a piece of shit, because even in the good word, it tells you to put God above your own personal feelings, your own personal ideals. Put God above that. And if you really love God, why are you not helping this kid out? You said you love God. That's what God teaches us. He teaches us to put that over ourselves. So you, as a Christian guy who you claim to be, you put your own selfish ideals over that, and you can go to hell with that. Anybody that says like, yeah, man, you got to eat too. I said that don't mean nothing. If you say you proclaim believe in God, look, God tell you to believe one thing. Hey, He's gonna make a way. Believe and He'll make a way. So you ain't even living up to words that you say you claim. You say you claim, and this is what He say He claimed. I love God and I love that. You don't love God because if you love God, you would have said something, taught that young man how to become a better man, how to become a player. You made $300 million. That's greed. You made $300 million, and you still up here talking about, well, I'm not going to do this because Aaron Rodgers wrote a book, and in that book, Brett Favre read the book, and in that book it said, you never teach it. You're like, what? Why, bro? You made $300 million. You good. You should be good at this point. So that's why I say Kirk Cousins goes straight to hell. All I care, because you're not even living up to what you say. If you made money like that, and you say that you represent that, live up to what you say you represent. He's a phony piece of absolute shit, if you ask me. Like, you saw that man struggling and you didn't do anything? Come on, bro. Come on. Like, for me, that's equivalent to seeing a homeless man on and you know this motherfucker starving. You know what I'm saying? You know he's starving. You just walk past him, eating a goddamn bologna sandwich or a hot dog or whatever the fuck you want to be eating. That's me. That's equivalent to that. Mike needed help. Shit, this offense needed help. Shit, the fans needed help. Goddamn, believing, and you just watched us struggle. Come on, bro. Fuck out of here.
Because that motherfucker, he mad because he was conducting the damn swag surfer no more.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it was.
Man,
the attention. He's an attention seeker, bro. If you go and I realize this shit. Like, you go back to his career in Washington and all these little things he do. You like that and like shit like that, man. Even in Minnesota with the damn chains and shit, and up down here with the swag surfer. Like, he trying to fit in everywhere. He trying to, like, bro, you an attention seeker, bro. That's who you are.
Mm-hmm.
But I should have known you went to Michigan State.
Appreciate that, Brian. It was Drew B. Books. Yeah. But
that's why I say everybody talking about. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, finish.
No, I said that's what people talking about. Well, we'll keep Kirk. Matt Ryan ain't finna keep Kirk Cousins here. He knew how Michael Penix was feeling last season. He getting all the stressful things out of that boy life. Look, the coach is gone. Look, ain't nobody on the offense still. Ain't nobody on the offensive staff still here except for Cocker and the running back coach. That's it.
Oh boy.
And again, Kirk Cousins, bro, you gone, bro. Like, we'll eat the cap space. We saved a little money anyway, so it's like, we're not gonna have all that on the team, man. It's not attention that's bringing us wins. Like we said before, y'all care about making it on Instagram with the crowd swag surfing and shit. I care about all that. We're trying to win football games.
Swag surfing, boy, good God Almighty.
He probably got injured. He probably injured himself doing the damn swag surfing in 24. Anyway.
All right. So that concludes the Tommy Rees version of it. I guess we go right to the Jeff Ulbrich side of things. What's y'all take on that and how y'all felt about Ulbrich reintroducing himself?
It was a
Well,
lot
his
of dick
name.
sucking for me. It's too much dick sucking for that. He could have left Raheem and Terry out of that. Right, that was completely unnecessary. For him to bring them up. All right, nobody wanted him to talk about. Like you. This is what I mean by this coaching fraternity needs to die. Ain't nobody asked you about no damn Raheem and no damn Terry. Nobody asked you about that. Nobody. You could have kept it. You could have kept it to your damn self and said, "Yeah, I talked to them personally. I call in personally to thank them. I don't give a fuck if you thank them. Who cares? Then nobody asked you about no damn Raheem. You took it amongst yourself to mention him on live on TV in front of people and all that bullshit. It was totally unnecessary. Who the fuck cares? Because we sure as hell don't. And I'm positive that Mr. Blank don't. I'm positive that Matt Ryan don't. Nobody gives a fuck. You went
So
out of
did
your
it.
way to suck some ding ding, okay? Some grapes, okay? That's what you did. That cultural fraternity, this is the reason why a lot of this cultural fraternity is a lot of these players are struggling is because the shit that the Raheems, the excuse me, the Raheems of the world they do, and now the Jeff Ulbrich they do. That was totally unnecessary. Nobody asked you about them. First thing you get on, you get an opportunity to speak and say, you know what, I just want to thank Raheem, man. He's my best friend. I don't give a fuck who your best friend is. Coach, goddamn it, okay? Nobody asked you that at all. Bitch, we want to know how you gonna get some more sacks, okay? We need to get 70 sacks. Fuck a 57. We need to get 70 sacks. Nobody asked you about you and your best friend.
Well, let me tell you about my best friend. That Robin Big relationship, boy. That's a
Hell,
animation.
he volunteered that bullshit.
He told you where his allegiance is.
It's clear. See, this is why guys like this, you need to be in the moment. Okay? In the moment. Fuck who your best friend is and fuck who got you that job. Okay? You can thank them at another time. When it's convenient. But you went out of your way to do that. That bro, that's gotta be problematic. Like those types of things are problematic. And I think that's one of the reasons why we went on and went out. We kept Nate Ollie. We got our what his name? Latravis what the hell
Latroy,
what his name?
Latroy
Latroy.
Lewis. It ain't Latravis.
Like that's why we taking them guys in. Like look, it's like I said, man, look, I'm gonna just say this. Look, sometimes you gotta the things that we don't think are warning signs are actually warning signs.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't pay
Nate,
too much attention to it until it's too late.
I'm gonna give y'all a hot take. If this damn defense do a nosedive, and it ain't gonna be because of fucking James Pierce not suiting up. Okay, let's just get that straight. But if his defense take a nosedive, oh, Nate Ollie gonna be the new DC. They gonna put Nate Ollie as the DC, and then LaTroy he'll be the D line coach. That's what I'm saying. They putting assistants behind coaches because they got
Mm-hmm.
look they got one more time, and we don't care about none of it.
None of it. Hey,
He
nobody
said,
asked you about Raheem. Okay, this is about the
he said,
Falcons, the Atlanta Falcons team in 2026. Ain't nobody asked you to suck off Raheem and Terry.
he said, you got one more time and you're through.
Hey, you
I ain't want none of it. I'm a real nigga boy.
Man, look.
just
If he feel that, if he feel that strong about Raheem and if he feel that strong about Raheem, he can join. He can be his linebackers coach out there in San Francisco. Like you can take a demotion and go on over there. Cause we ain't got time for that, man. Like I'm pretty sure Ian and Matt they was listening to that what he was saying and they were like, okay, well we kind of feel like there may be a little sabotage that left still here in Flower Branch. And we go eradicate all that for sure.
Mm.
All right. Yuri's in the backstage.
All right. All right. Yuri.
Yo, what's going on? What's going
what,
on?
what's going on, man? What's going on, man? Long time no see, man.
Yes, sir, man. We was just watching the Hawks game real quick, man. Now had to tap in with y'all, man.
Hey, we definitely appreciate that, man. Hey, man. We sitting here talking about their prayer conference, man. So, how'd you feel? How did you feel about the coordinators?
Man, it's all good. I'm feeling the same way as the first day we brought everyone in, man. I feel like with Tommy Rees, man, it was a lot of criticism from a lot of fans when we first brought him in, man. But I just think he has more talent to work with over here, man. A lot more talent compared to Cleveland. So, I'm willing to give him a chance, man. And, they know we have to win right away. And last year we just had the worst play calling from Zach Robinson, man. So with Tommy Rees, man, it has to be a step up, man. It has to be a step up.
Hey, man, shoot. Cause I know, and I kind of talking with the fellas here about some of the quotes and stuff. How did you feel about how he attacked it with cause we already know the Penix under center conversation. I know it's kind of been one of those conversations that's been getting on a lot of people's nerves. How did you feel like he kind of how he attacked that?
What, Stefanski?
Tommy Rees.
Oh gosh, yeah, man. I just feel like it's everything you needed to say in that press conference, man. I'm comfortable, and we saw Penix address it on I think what on Kay Adams show a couple weeks ago with the under center situation. He said he can run every play that's called. So I don't think the injuries are holding him back with running plays under center, but I just think, like I said before, man, I just think the play calling really held him back last year in general. I don't think he couldn't go under center. How do y'all feel?
Man, he can go under, like you said, when you play quarterback, you can go under center. And the thing about a lot of people have to realize with a lot of these quarterbacks, it's a lot of these offensive systems now in college where majority of these quarterbacks are not even playing under center anyway.
Too much spread.
It's a lot of spread.
Because Penix was able to run basically anything at Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
I just kind of felt like it was kind of unfair that it was relegated to that. But go ahead, Mike.
Man.
You was about to say something?
Yuri, this man Mike here, man. You're a man. Look, Yuri ain't scared of shit. All right, y'all. I just want y'all to know, Yuri, he with the shit.
Really
Can't you believe that?
My man Mike.
Y'all gotta follow him on Instagram, follow him on Twitter, but mainly Twitter. I love watching his tweets, man. Yuri be straight. He's straight gangster with his tweets, man. He does not hold his tongue. So I'm gonna get your take on this. So we have a you know what? I'm gonna go another way. I got something perfect for you. So we have the Atlanta Falcons this year. The Atlanta Falcons and the fan base. The fan base, I like to call. They some fan with it. They just go wherever the wind goes. They just blow the wind blows. Do you believe that the Atlanta Falcons fan base gave Raheem exactly what he deserved? Because me personally, I didn't think he was qualified for the position to begin with. Do you feel like the Atlanta Falcons fan base was just hoping that he would become something that he wasn't? Or do you think he was really qualified for that position?
Bro, I mean, at the time, it threw me off because it's like no other team was really checking for Raheem. I think the Colts might have interviewed him, but besides that, it was just us, man. And it just like when he got fired, it just made me think like they went with another hire that's familiar to them, man, because he was on the staff from 2015 to 2020, and he's good. He's great on the defensive side of the ball, like he showed in LA. But as a head coach, it's just not for him. We saw it in Tampa. I know he was young in Tampa, but it didn't lie. He came over here. He sabotaged 2 easy 11-win seasons. We should have been hosting the playoff game 2 years in a row, and he cost us that.
Mm-hmm. And I'm the Don. I was the one that messaged you out, man. I seen you around games and stuff, man. And again, Yuri, he is the truth, man. Dude's real. But back to what you were saying, like about Raheem and him not being really qualified, because if you go back and you look at those interviews we had in 2024, man, like all those guys we interviewed, yeah, Bill was the obvious person we thought was going to get the job, but he's in North Carolina right now. But everybody else that we interviewed, man, they been in the playoffs. Matt McDonald from Georgia, had his great stint in Michigan, and Baltimore's defense was great before he got the job up there in Seattle. And 2 years in, he's a Super Bowl champion coach.
And you see what Ben Johnson and Mike Vrabel are doing too. We had them in the building too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Had those guys in the building, and Jim Harbaugh. Like just finished it. He just won a national championship. Like weeks after that.
I think he wanted the LA job the whole time, though, man. To be honest.
He kind of did, but if you look at what Harbaugh only interviewed at a couple of places. He didn't interview everywhere like a lot of coaches do. He interviewed here in Atlanta. He interviewed in LA, and then he interviewed. Where has he interviewed? I forgot, but I know it was us and the Chargers.
Yeah, man. What y'all think about the hire with the Stefanski?
I love it.
Me too.
I said it basically just put me on the same thing as Arthur Smith as far as the offensive philosophies and stuff like that. Like I said, all that other stuff that people were trying to throw on it, I wasn't paying attention to it. The main thing was, excuse me, sorry about that. I loved it for the fact because it's going to situate what the roster is built on.
I love the old school Atlanta Falcons way of just playing solid defense and running the ball, play action, a quarterback just get it done. You don't have to be special, because I think we've been spoiled for the last 20. It seems almost 20. I'll say about 15, 20 years or so with Matt Ryan. Like we've been spoiled rotten with Matt. So like I'm not looking forward to have a great quarterback. I'm just not looking forward to that, because chances we'll never get that anyway. So I think you're just shooting for, the spaghetti monster at the end of the day, because that's what Matt Ryan is. He's a complete. I just think he's just a complete quarterback. You're just not going to get that. And I think, just understanding that aspect of things, understand that Matt Ryan is just a once-in-a-lifetime player. And when you start looking for everybody to be Matt Ryan, I think that's when we lose focus on what football actually is, because it's a team sport. Matt Ryan did it by him damn self. Yeah, he had Julio. Yeah, he had Roddy, TG, and you got, Mike Turner. You got Abraham. He had those guys, but let's be real. We wouldn't have been right there if it wasn't for Matt Ryan. A lot of these coaches wouldn't have been elsewhere with jobs if it wasn't for Matt Ryan. So it's like, I like where the Atlanta Falcons are, but I think, we need to get back down to earth, man, and just understand it's a team game. And now we need to start building the team the proper way, like we was building it under Mike Smith.
Yeah, man, I really like, man, that Penix he has Matt Ryan in the building full time now, man. He could learn from him every day now since he's president of football. And I love Penix's arm strength, his accuracy, but his health, man, it just needs to finally hold
Mm-hmm.
up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I like what you just said about, Matt Ryan said that he ain't gonna get involved and then stuff. Man, please. Matt Ryan, you are pretty I'm pretty sure you
Yeah,
going in that I'm pretty sure you going in that train because he can talk to the players, the coaches can't. So I'm pretty sure he going in there, brought up some plays, Z-Rock some plays. I keep saying I'm showing my age, Z-Rock. Z-Rock some plays from the old
Zero.
Well,
playbook.
well,
Wow.
you
And
ain't say you ain't just say that.
man, look, look, and he went into the training room and went over that by Michael Penix. Hey man, let me show you some more stuff for today, man. This is what you need to do for your development. I'm pretty sure Matt saying that, man. He ain't finna please.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they brought Matt in the building last year. You remember he was on that FaceTime call with Penix during
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Mm-hmm.
it was that CBS interview with Brian McFadden. I think.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yo,
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. But like you said, just being able to kind of have him in there full time, and I think that's where he felt the most relief because, like you said, he had some. He probably feels like he finally had somebody that's going to be there for him. Um, and I think that's where a lot of the coaches came today with the press conference. What their whole emphasis was about being there for the players and being able to teach. And we're going to see a big. I believe we're going to see a big difference in why that is very important to have coaches that's going to be here for the players.
yeah, man. Because man, I still think it's a top 10 offense in the NFL, man, with the right play calling, man. What we saw from Raheem and Zach the last 2 years, it was just ridiculous, man. It was such a waste of talent. Like I said earlier, should have been too easy 11-win seasons. Easy, but in this division too, come on, man.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the literal fact that you had 3, 8, 9 teams in one division and you lost because of a game you lost back in week 3.
Mm-hmm.
And all they had to do was not lose. All we had to do was not lose to the Jets.
Yeah,
You know what? Wow. See, losing to the
And
Jets,
yeah,
you got to get fired off just off principle on that one.
it ain't even just, but you have to think about it from that standpoint. Even just losing to the Jets, you had to think about it. You had a 1 point lead against the Colts. I think you had like a 3 point lead against the Colts with a minute left in the game. It was quite a few games where it was a lot of it was a lot of blown chances late. Hell, the first game against Tampa Bay, game against the Patriots, the game against the Colts. Like you said, you had about 4 or 5 opportunities. But like you said, that Jets game was just something else.
mm-hmm.
And that was another game where special teams messed us up too. You saw the
Ooh.
again.
Lord, and that's what the new special teams coach was emphasizing on is
Bro,
just those blunders right there, and I'm a special teams guy myself, and boy, I got about I had about 7 extra strands of gray hair just looking at that alone.
I don't know why Raheem kept Marquise Williams as the special teams coordinator for so long, man. It was crazy to me.
He was horrible under Arthur Smith.
Yep,
Like, bro,
yep.
why you let this man over? I'm just being honest.
Uh,
Bro, like I get it. They kept around Jerry Gray. They kept around Dwayne Leffert. Okay, cool. They were worth. But that dude right there, like, bro, what y'all doing?
nah.
Because it's like, man, you saw a lot of people blame the defense late in games, but special teams put them in that bad position 4 or 5 times late in games. So
Yeah.
Look,
And he didn't make a lot of changes. That's the thing. He didn't make a lot of changes. One of the changes that kind of pissed me off was it just seems like Cordero Hodge is just he wasn't even on the team. I'm like, he's one of the best players. And look, man, we saw a lot of players during the course of the year where they alleged that these guys were injured, hurt, or whatever, and we just never seen any. It was no report on them. These guys just disappeared. So it's things like that. We just look at them. It's like, all right, what are you guys doing? What are we doing out here? Why aren't we playing wide receivers? So I got another question. Why? See, I wasn't gonna do this, but since I ran my damn mouth, what do you think about the wide receiver core?
And first of all, I think you got to franchise tag Pitts, man, just to boost up that depth in the receiving core. I know they say he's a tight end, but he's basically a receiver. I think you can get him for a right deal. I bring Pitts back, and I'm big on these tight end sets, man. They say Stefanski could use 2 tight end sets, and that's why I'm down to bring the Joku from Cleveland too, to be honest. And
Okay.
and I thought I was hoping, man, we could get Pickens, but it looks like the Cowboys just tagged him. So,
Yeah.
but I'm
But
down.
go ahead, you're my bad.
No, I was just saying, I love to see that Pitts and the Joker combo here with the Falcons. Since we already bring in a lot of familiar faces, that's Stefanski knows with the coaches, and now they said he might bring in the Joker, so that's someone who I want to bring into our offense too.
Okay. Yeah, so and that's very interesting too, because now the next question comes is you have to choose between, is Pitts going to be here long term, or are you going to commit to Drake London? Because the way that I'm looking at how this team is going to be, I don't know if they can commit to both.
You mean from just a
Money standpoint, just from a money standpoint, and probably from a schematic standpoint. Money standpoint, really, because for the simple fact that is Drake London does have the type of season that we expect him to have. That's going to be that's going to be a $35-40 million a year contract right there.
And then next year you got to pay Bijan too.
Right. So it's a lot of things that's working on with this, but
it's a way you can do it. I mean, you can do it by drafting another right tackle, because I think with Caleb McGarry, Caleb McGarry or Jake Matthews, I doubt it's Jake Matthews, but more so it'll probably be more likely that you're because I don't think Caleb McGarry has a contract outside of the next year or two. So you could give him, I think Caleb's making somewhere like 15, 17 million. And you can throw that trash can Mooney out the door too. He's making about $15 million a year. So that's about 20-30 million right there. So it's a way you can do it, but you have to draft well in order to do it. So bring in the Pickens. And Pickens, I think he's nearly 30 years old. I think he got maybe 3 years as a top in his prime. So you can do it for the next 2 years, team him with Drake, and then Drake, you have Drake for a year. You would definitely have to pay Bijan Robinson though. It's a way you can do it, but the thing is, what we're gonna do with that guy and James Pierre Jr. I hate to do it. I gotta do it to you, bro. You know I gotta give it to you.
Man, I've been thinking about it all week, man. I've been thinking about it all week.
Oh man. So all right. So let's give you. So are you one of those types of people? Like I said, we've been done and not been following you for years, man. Like I said, we consider you one of the realest ones out here. So are you one of those people that feels like he should give him more time? Because like me, I got 5 sisters, man. I got 5 sisters. So women and I hold them to a high regard, high standard. It's just how we do. Everybody know how over at Man Mike Sports, man. Like we hold women to a higher standard. Like, do you feel like it's one of them situations he deserves the benefit of the doubt. And then you got one side of him like, look, man, he did this to a woman. And it's kind of hard to give him a benefit of the doubt when you hold women for high. You know what I'm saying? It's a tricky situation. So how would you
man? I mean, definitely, man. You know, obviously, man, he needs to be held accountable. But what I think might happen at this point, because the bond was pretty low, man. He only paid like what, 20,000 for the bond. So I'm thinking, you know, maybe these charges get reduced to something lower, man. But I'm 50-50 on whether he would still be a Falcon. I think he might get a 12-game suspension and come back. But it's gonna come with a lot of backlash, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
for sure.
That's what I'm afraid of.
It's like the situation. It's like the situation with Deshaun Watson in Houston. They had to get rid of that man. Like he was. Remember, that was the years that Houston had a slump. Like and they had to get rid of him. And then look at them. They're contenders now.
But yeah, cause when I think what might happen and this is just my guess on that situation, cause didn't Mike, didn't you say they were looking into like the conduct policy,
yes,
rulers and stuff?
Yes.
So I think, like you said, barring stuff like that, at the very least, it'll probably be a 12-game suspension. I'm expecting him to go on the commissioner exempt list.
Yeah.
But like I said, bro, and I think Ulbrich and them kind of address that is, man, maybe if we can't go into, they couldn't go into details about it, but they're already preparing as if he's not going to be there. So
I always got to prepare for the worst.
Yeah, man, it's just frustrating, man. We finally get a pass rush for the first time in 12. We got the best pass rusher since John Abraham, and of course, this happens right before the season even ends.
Right.
Welcome to our life, bro.
That's the worst part about it, man. Hey, look. That's the frustrating part.
It's like, man, I think the team knew he was crazy, but not this crazy.
I mean, he did get about 4 fights in practice, so you knew he got some kind of mean streak.
That's crazy what he's running people over cars. I don't think nobody would have saw that.
Yeah, man.
I didn't. Yeah,
like the fights in training camp, okay, but all this is crazy.
Yeah, this.
This is some paranoid.
Yeah, like you said, it's just like just as long as he gets the type of help that he's going to have to, because they're going to have to really, really get him some help. And they gonna treat him like Michael. They did Michael Irvin. Was it Dez Bryant in Dallas, where they had somebody kind of being around him at all times.
They had a private investigator following him around.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like that. But yeah, man, that was disappointing.
I wonder what the convo with Arthur Blank was like, man. After that happened, him and JP.
Yeah.
He gonna Arthur Blank gonna give him everything that he needs, but he disappointed in him in that. Like I said, he ain't gonna just throw him away like that.
Yeah, man, because it's 50-50, man, because it's bad what happened. But I wonder if the Falcons are thinking 10.5 sacks is hard to find. Are they gonna let that go? But it's a serious situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys like Jordan and everybody on the team too that contribute. I'm not too much worried about Pierce.
What? John asked a question. So, what do y'all think of the possibilities of Max Crosby?
Do we got some Max Crosby money? I'm just saying, do we got Max Crosby money?
Oh man, you can work around the cap, but with this situation, I don't know, man. I'll let it happen.
That's screwed us, man. That man got about $30 million to be doing nothing.
That I'm telling you, man. Like we're not getting Max Crosby, man. We don't have Max Crosby. Hell, we don't even have Max Huxtable money. Like
Wow,
what we
not
talking
Matt.
about?
Oh,
This man literally just say Max
he
Huxtable.
said that. He said that.
Crosby, Huxtable,
Nah,
whatever you want to call it.
nah. Knowing Ian Cunningham, like I said, his philosophy is through the draft, not free agency. So I highly doubt that Max Crosby will probably be in that room in that framework of mind of where they're gonna be looking at him.
So you think Ian trades back in the draft?
He does have a history of doing that. He
Yeah.
has a history of doing that.
Yeah,
If you
because in that first press conference, he said he loves his picks. So he
mm-hmm,
got me.
exactly.
We'll probably
Yeah,
gain. We'll probably gain one pick. I think we'll probably get an additional pick or two. But I know some people thinking that we'll probably end up with 10 or 9 draft picks this year. We're not. We don't even. Again, you
You got
you
five.
you get a yeah. You got 5 picks, and normally you get more draft capital if you trade away a first round pick or a second round pick. Well, we don't know the situation with Pierce, and we know we just moved to a different run scheme. So that second round pick, you're not gonna just trade it off and get more picks. I mean, it's a possibility they will, but I don't think as a first year head coach and a first year general manager, that's a good idea. You need to get the best player that you can get for the position you want, and you have that pick available. So
So with the Pierce situation, you think we'll go defense in the second, or still probably go receiver?
I I I shouldn't. I'm not even worried about trying to find James Pierce replacement in the second round. I'm keep the status quo. If you're thinking about drafting a center, draft him. You thinking about drafting a middle linebacker because right now we don't even know the situation with Troy Anderson. We
And
need a middle linebacker.
we got re-signed K and Ellis too.
Yeah, yeah, but you still need a true middle linebacker, and we
true
don't
middle
have that.
linebacker.
But we
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we we got Diablo for a year though, another year.
Yeah.
yeah.
If
So
so what you saying? Just probably get one more. What you need one more like middle linebacker so Kate Nellis can continue to be that edge rusher that
yeah, and then if we do bring back Kaden, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be that over a long term, maybe a 2-year contract that's fixed like one. So you still need somebody. You still need somebody to groom, and then you also got to think about, okay, well, are we gonna be able to afford picks? If not, hey, we might need draft the tight end in the second round. It's so many
Mm-hmm.
possibilities. It's so many possibilities. But drafting a pass rusher and a quarterback at number 2, that I think that's dumb. Even a running back, that's dumb. Like I'm like I'll be okay with drafting a wide receiver in the second round. I'm cool with that
Yeah,
because we need a little bit more weapons, and we don't know if we're gonna be able to afford Drake London.
I think
there you
Drake will
go.
be back. I think Drake will be back though.
Yeah, but it's
It,
going to depend. So if Kyle Pitts get his money, I don't think Drake getting paid, man. Or vice versa. If Drake get paid his money, Kyle Pitts ain't staying here.
I think it's at least what 30 for Drake. You got to pay him at least 30.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I think it's gonna be 30. That's where I think it is. It's gonna be in that 30, 32 range for Drake. And that's gonna be for the next what 2 to 3 years, 30 million for the next 2, 3 years or so. That's a lot of money on that cap. But Bijan is gonna be around that 30 mark too. So that's the
Yeah,
thing. You gotta kind of, you know, uh I don't know, man. I guess it's a good thing too when you have a good running back like that. Like you can take those chances. Um and trying to develop more your receiving core and offensive linemen, so you won't have to spend too much money on all, especially the offensive linemen, because Bergeron's contract's coming up also. So most of these offensive linemen are making 18. Starting linemen are making 18 to 20 million a year. So that's gonna be kind of difficult. So the Falcons, man, they really gotta figure out what direction they're gonna go in. And it's gonna be a very unpopular move. I don't know which move is good, but it's gonna be an unpopular move.
Man, so you said you don't like New Zealand that much at center?
I don't know. I like him because he's quiet. Like when your offensive lineman are loud, like that's a problem for me. I like him because he's quiet. So I'm willing to bring him back, but I don't know if he's a Callahan guy. That's the only thing.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I was worried who we would replace with Redford leaving, but Callahan, that's as good as you could get.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Um. Okay, I don't really see any more questions here.
I got one more before we kind of close it down for you. You know, I gotta get because he came in as a Hawk, so we're gonna end with a Hawk question. I haven't got I'll see your tweets, but I just want everybody else to see it. All right, so what do you think about the Atlanta Hawks and the direction where the Atlanta Hawks are going, especially after the Trae Young trade? So where do you go? Are you up? Are you down? Are you just optimistic?
We got too much talent to be 10th in the East right now after the loss tonight, man. It was another loss to the Hornets, man. They came back from 19 down, but we still couldn't rebound. I still think the coaching isn't where it needs to be. I love Quinn Snyder when we first brought him in, but I just think we need a new voice in the locker room at this point, man. I like Mike Malone when he was at Denver last year. I really want to bring him in. I mean, Quinn, I think he's like 20 games under 500 now since we first hired him.
Yeah.
And we got too much talent to be 10th in the East right now. I expected at least a top 5 seed this year.
And I agree with you, man. I really think it just need to be a new voice in that locker room. It's players that's not even like 2 years ago. This whole roster looks totally different. Players that was here that are not here anymore. You trade away one of the best players pretty much in our franchise history. One of the best, not the best. But and then I was never sold on Quinn. I just never was, because like his teams in Utah, they was always bland. Like he never could get over the hump. He never made it to a conference finals.
Yeah, he had 50 wins all the time in Utah, but I think he was mostly carried by Donovan Mitchell and Rudy over there.
Yeah, he was. And that's why I just don't think he was right for the job. Like I'm like,
for me at that time, for me it was between Quinn and Ime Udoka.
I wanted the assistant coach from Golden State. I forgot his name, but
Atkinson.
Yeah, I wanted him, and we never went to him. But yeah, like I said, man, it's just I'm like, y'all brought in Queen. Y'all should have. If that was the case, I'm like, y'all should have just brought back Lloyd Pierce.
Nah, Lloyd Pierce was bad, bro.
I know he's bad, but damn. But one thing about Lloyd, though, he can develop young players. We got a lot of young players on this team now.
I just don't like the way he handled it with Trae, man. I think he caused Trae that All-Star spot.
Mm-hmm.
When the All-Star game was in Atlanta that year, I think he was talking about him. The other coaches prevented that All-Star spot that year, and that turned me off. Man.
Yeah, because I remember that situation where they was talking about, and I know y'all remember when they was talking about the whole fishing for foul situation, and Lloyd Pierce was one of the main coaches that was against Trae Young about that.
Like that's your player. You talking bad about your own player. That's crazy.
Yeah. And that's why I don't know how he still has a job in the league. He's on the Pacers right now as an assistant coach.
Right.
But it's crazy to me how Quinn hasn't had a better season than Nate McMillan yet. Nate was much better as a coach here, and it's crazy.
I'm just trying to think about what is it about the 4 and the 5 position down here in Atlanta that you folks are scared to damn address.
The curse of Danny Manning. That's why. That's the reason why. The curse of Danny Manning. That damn trade for Danny, man, it ruined the whole damn.
I'm sitting here like, we going to address the center position anytime soon.
We haven't had a legit.
No.
We haven't had a legit center since Mutombo, bro.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah,
Man.
he right. He ain't
R.I.P.
lying.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think, like when you go back to that 2021 Eastern Conference Finals team, like you said, that was actually the most balanced from guard to wing to center position this team has been in a very long time. And not necessarily having all the greatest players on their team, but we just haven't had that kind of a balanced team since. And we're seeing the results of it right now.
Yeah, that was the best chemistry I've seen from a Hawks team since that 2015 team.
Yeah.
I believe so. I believe that. But man,
This just should have been a team that had home court advantage in the playoffs this year. Not still a playing team, bro. I don't get it, man. I mean, and I don't think Quinn has developed Ricochet the way he should have by now too. So
I was gonna ask you about that too. Because I don't know what I don't know what the deal is with Ricochet. It's just it seems like he's putting to kill Alexander in that spot that I believe that Ricochet should be in. I don't know if he knows what to do with Ricochet. You feel the same way?
yeah, man. I mean, now shout out to Nikhil though. He's been balling since the season started.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, with Ricochet, it's just confusing me. I think he shouldn't be struggling to get 15 a game. It's like his dribbling isn't that great, man. It's
yeah.
I mean, this week he's been all right, but for the most part of the season, it's been rough for him. But shout out to him for making the Rising Stars team for the All-Star game.
okay.
Yeah. I mean,
It kind of reminds me of that Boris Diaw situation a long time ago, where it's like you try to figure. I'm serious.
No.
But the thing about it is he didn't really have a defined role.
But man,
it wasn't until he left Atlanta until you figured out what he was good at. So, like you said, it's going down that road right now.
Mm-hmm.
But with Dion, man, he was on some really good Suns teams, so I mean, it helped him a lot too.
Yeah. See, I knew we was going somewhere right there with it. We might talk about no. No, that's what I'm saying. Boris Diaw wasn't bad. It was just undefined down here.
Yeah, I mean, we just had some bad Hawks teams in the early 2000s, man. So up until 2008, it was rough, bro. So,
boy, exactly. But we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and let you go. We're gonna go ahead and get up on out of here, man. Hey, look, we appreciate you coming on with us. Hey,
hip hop. Yeah, go ahead and plug it, man, because he do a lot of stuff, man. It's not just Atlanta Hawks stuff, man. Like I said, Yuri is a busy man. Go ahead and shout out to him, bro.
Oh yeah, man. I do music media, hiphopvibe.com. Publish articles on there every day. We'll go to festivals all the time, different concerts, industry events in general. I'll be at Rolling Loud Orlando in May. Might do Australia next month too for Rolling Loud. So tap in with me. I'm all over Atlanta at these events, man.
You see that? Hey man, hey, definitely, man. Hey, y'all make sure y'all check out Yuri, man. Like I said, man, he's been a follower of us. He's been a supporter of all Atlanta sports for a very long time. Like you said, yeah, man, y'all just give him a shout out, give him some love over there, man. And we're gonna let y'all have the rest of y'all night. I'm hungry in the mug. And I got about 1 hour before I have to take my ass to bed. So till next time, people, we ain't here to play.
Appreciate y'all.
Oh no.
Oh, we appreciate you too, man.
All right.
All right.
All right, man.
Yep. Thank you.
We here to stay.
Ooh yeah, nigga.
You ain't gotta go home.
But you got to get up out of here.
Deuces.